Here we are at the park. What do you say, Leo? Boop, boop. Spent a lot of time here taking my sweet boy to the park. Yeah, keep pushing. Every single day, basically, of the off season. It's been my longest off season well, I shouldn't say ever, but it's been my longest off season I've taken in at least 5, 6, basically since I've been a professional. When I was an age grouper, obviously I would take bigger off seasons. I am basically 2 days short of a month here of off season. Now, that's not how I intended it to go. My plan was only 2 weeks basically off. I showed you guys the shirt already. The shirt was for Laura's bachelorette party. So we had a bachelorette party, and then I tried to come back, and then I actually got sick. You can hear I've still been sick, and I've been sick for on and off sick for almost 11 days. So in a lot of ways, it's been a tough off season, but it's been a needed off season. I hate resting. Quite literally, in the last 2 years, I took maybe, I don't know, 8 days totally off or something. And even my off season for 2023 was so short. It was so short. It was 7 days, and then I was back to training. So I think I needed a reset in a lot of ways. My muscles were hurting. I had a hamstring issue and a calf issue on my left leg that I had just kind of been, it wasn't an injury, but it was just a niggle I got used to dealing with. Here he comes, Mama took over. I let Leo run away, huh? And I just noticed, okay, that was hurting. And the first week, my body honestly felt the worst it's ever felt. I just had, whoa, Leo, aches and pains everywhere. And then I started doing a little running and had still more aches and pains, and just so tired. I've been sleeping 10 hours a night. So I think muscularly I was tired, cardiovascularly and just overall energy wise I was tired. Hormonally I was really tired. Laura had to put up with me. I was really grumpy. Wasn't I really grumpy? Yeah, she nods her head. I was just super grumpy the first 2.5 weeks as I was resetting, and then obviously was sick. So I just needed, as I came back, my body was literally sorry Sam, 2 weeks is not enough. You're gonna need more rest. And so obviously I'm still not up to full speed, and it's been a month. But at the same time, life's been beautiful. I've been spending time with the family, and I think for a long time I've wondered and I'm so far away from being done with pro triathlon, but for a long time it's felt whoa, if I didn't have pro triathlon, I don't know what I would necessarily have. But now I'm actually wow, this thing called life, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. It's just doing regular things, taking him to the park, going to dinners. I caught a movie for the first time in almost 2 years, and yeah, just having dinners and kind of the simple pleasures in life, And I think it's, why am I so tired? I think it's, or why was I so tired? I'm coming out now. I just think it's the result of the changing landscape of our sport, right? Pro triathlon, it's never been a better time, but it's also never been a more demanding and harder time, right? We got the creation of 2 new series we had this year, right? We had the Pro Series and we had the creation of the T100, and both are vying for the professionals' allegiance, and both offer great things for the pros. And I kind of wanted to do both. I ended up not totally going after the Ironman Pro Series, but I still fit 11 races in, and across both series, both organizations, and I want to go back and change that because it was important for me to do both, and next year it will continue to be important for me to do both. And it's just so tired, and then feeling sick, and yeah, it's it's hard, but it's good, right? And I know you're tired when your mind is in a negative space, right? And we saw obviously in that interview my immediate post-Dubai reaction of I was just super negative and super down, and there's no reason to be down on my season. I'm standing here right now 4th ranked in the world. 4th ranked in the world is a huge accomplishment. 6th ranked in the T100, back-to-back North American champion, another Ironman win under my belt. You're actually hard pressed to look at anyone who's done more in the sport on the men's side. across everything than me, and yet I was negative. So it was just time for a reset, and I give so much to the sport, and I ask so much of myself, but it's been time to give back to my family.
Getting ready 15 seconds. To drop the start. We are nearly there, folks. And again, if we say it with a bit of trauma, waiting 4 years for this race to kick off, and it is finally here. The 2024 VinFast Ironman 70.3 World Championship
choppy.
in New Zealand is underway, and it is going to be gangbusters, Dee Dee.
It absolutely is, and I think that we saw a lot of these female professionals gathering themselves, taking a deep breath. It has been, and we all were talking off camera pre-race, it has been a long season. Like, we forget it's nearly Christmas time. We're in the middle of December. These athletes have been racing since February.
Just getting a little swim motivation. That's actually a joke. I don't need any swim motivation. I got all the swim motivation I could ever possibly want. So, I was just talking about off season, and here's why off seasons are so hard for me, is because I always have to try and quote unquote fix my swim. You know, I have to fix my swim, and when do I do that? Well, I'm apparently supposed to always do that as soon as I finish my season, and often every year I've done that. I've just gotten straight to work in the pool swimming, but this year I had to put rest above all else, and that's the right move. I had to put rest above all else, and right now I'm definitely swimming worse than I was a month ago at Dubai, but I've done some technique stuff, but that's just a matter of fitness. If you're not fit, obviously you swim worse. Like the common adage right now is that swimming is like 100% about technique, and I can assure you that's definitely not true. And I think anyone can assure you that's not true. Like, if you're not fit, you're going to be slower in the pool than if you are fit, regardless of your technique. And obviously you have to expand your technique, and so it's both. It's fitness plus technique equals being a fast swimmer, right? And I've been improving on my technique a little bit. I've still been getting in the water. Other than my sickness took me out for 4 days. I literally couldn't do anything. I have been touching the water at least every 3 days. Last week I logged a 20K week, Monday through Friday, and then I got sick Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday I got back in the water. So I missed 4 days of swimming. But let's talk a little bit about something else. And people mean it. It's awesome actually how much people like love me and how much people want to see me improve my swimming, right? But it's like, it's actually been overwhelming for me. And the number of people who are like, have very good accolades and know what they're talking about in swimming. Like, my phone has just been blowing up with messages. I'm talking collegiate swimmers, high-level coaches, top tier triathletes, American triathletes, some of the best swimmers in the sport, reaching out, offering me, their advice and their opinion, and saying they want to help me. And obviously it's like, it's so much, it's actually overwhelming, because I'm talking like probably 200 messages I've had of people offering to help me improve my swimming. And so I'm having to sort through and figure out, well, what's the right approach. But like, there's something else to that too. Like, it's like in a sport, I don't know, like football or something, and it's like everyone starts saying, ooh, that quarterback's like throwing the ball wrong. That quarterback's got a really bad throw. Ooh, his mechanics are off. Ooh, that guy's never gonna make it.
I'd have gone pro.
The more you get people talking about that, you're then like fighting inertia. You're fighting momentum to then become a better quarterback throwing, and to fix that, because everyone's like then in your head, and then I get so in my head of like, this is where my swimming is at. This is where my swimming is at. Oh, I have to improve it. And like, you almost just have to take a step back and be like, like, you have to actually, even though everyone wants to help, it's coming out of like a great thing. Everyone wants to help. Everyone sees that they can help me. And people who have accomplished good things in swimming, I think they see me and they're like, oh my gosh, like, surely with your engine you can be a better swimmer. But it is where I'm at, and like, if I let it all in, it's just crippling actually. And so I apologize to a lot of you who I haven't written you back, because I read it and I saw it and I was like, oh wow, they mean really well and they want to help, but by like responding to everything and opening up my mind and my heart to all that, it was going to just sort of shut me down. And I've got some of the other things I'm going to keep a little under the radar for now, but I am then working with I should say 3 other people. One is a dry land coach working on my strength, working on my mobility, which is a super important aspect of swimming I was neglecting. And then another is a more technique-oriented coach, so I'm then getting video and sending him video, and he's got really just the best way, I think, of explaining it so that I can improve that. So it's kind of a multi-factored approach, as well as we'll see, like, I'm open to, we'll see. Some of these Instagram messages have been very, very intriguing, so I do plan on following up. But yeah, it was good. Like, I just had to say, I've reached a moment of, I don't know if it's helplessness or if it's just surrender. It's like, whoa, I just kind of surrendered and said, all right, this is where I'm at, and I am basically going to look up to the heavens. I'm going to look up to God.
I've been expecting you.
And I'm going to say, like, help someone come and find me. Give me some help to help other people find me, and I'll do whatever I'm told and whatever I'm said. And I just hope that I have the talent and I have the work ethic and I have the dedication to make this, and just give me the resources to help that happen, because I've got the financial resources to make it happen now as well. And so that's where it's at. I guess let's get in the water. By this point, the ladies are probably out of the water after that big monologue. And now someone's going to make the joke. They're going to say, oh, there's Sam. He just got to the first buoy. Sam just got to the first buoy. Everyone else is almost out. Ha ha ha. So funny.